knees. You can always elevate your hips on a block. You can also sit in hero's pose, which is this position, essentially. You could sit between your heels as well, so whatever feels good in your body. Allow your hands to come onto your thighs and or your kneecaps and just feel a sense of gathering your upper leg bones into their sockets, so drawing them into your pelvis. And as you feel that, allow your spine to get a sense of lifting up, but not a lifting of your chest forward. It's really a deep internal lift from your core. If you would imagine that we were an apple, we're thinking about that core lifting up. So feel that gathering in, that lifting through your core. And then can you allow yourself to let go of any of the unnecessary gripping that you may be pulled in as you're gathering those upper leg bones? Let the shoulders settle down. Feel the heaviness all the way down into your sits bones. And let your eyes close. And we're going to focus in on our breath. So those of you that know me, which most of you do, I speak a lot to the seasons and where we are. That is what the adaptation class brings to the studio, is really paying attention and living in tune with the seasons. And we're in this transitory time. So Tuesday, if you were here with me, we were talking quite a bit about metal. Tuesday was very bone-chillingly cold. That is metal. Today is not quite bone-chillingly cold. Today is very much an earth day. So we're still in flux. The earth has not quite settled into true metal season yet. So with that, this class is going to be focusing on meeting these transitions with grace. We are going to focus on our breath. Our lungs are highlighted during the metal season, which is really right around the corner, so much so that we have these metal days. So start to focus on a fuller inhalation moving in and a more thorough exhalation moving out. And as you're feeling the air moving into your lungs and feeling it move out of your lungs, see if you can feel on the inhale, it starts all the way down at your lower back. And then as you exhale, the lower back softens. And what I mean by it starts in the lower back, as you inhale, can you feel like your lower back kind of puffs out behind you a little bit and wraps around to the sides of your ribs? And then exhale, it comes back in towards the midline. And you may not feel that. You might think, I don't really feel a whole lot of anything going on here. Oh. Hello, Pam. Welcome. Yeah, no worries. And now the next area to bring your awareness to is the sides of your ribs. So the inhale, that lower back expands, and then the sides of your ribs open out like wings spreading. And then the exhale, those ribs move back in, and that lower back moves back to the midline. Inhaling, lower back puffs out. Sides of the ribs expand out and up like wings spreading. Exhaling, back down and in with the ribs, the lower back moving back into the midline. And just feeling that. And then the last piece, as you inhale, feeling that lower back expand, the ribs, and then the chest expands. Exhaling, the chest moving back in, ribs back in, lower back in. Inhaling, lower back expanding, ribs expanding, and then the chest opens at the top. Exhaling, the chest moving back in, ribs back in, lower back in. So feeling those three parts of the breath. Feeling that fill, and then feeling the empty. And now take a deep breath in. Let your arms reach up to the sky. Exhale and fold forward to the earth. And as you fold forward here, we're compressing the front body. You can allow your breath now to move more into the back of your body. As you're surrendering here, as you're folding forward here, ask yourself the question of, what do you need? The earth season is about nourishing and caring for yourself. The metal season is about the art of subtraction. Maybe what you need is to let go of some things. If something bubbles up for you, a need, maybe even a need around letting go or clearing out, allow that to be your intention for today. Let your palms turn up to the sky and offer that out into the space. Even if it's not really a clear word or a clear intention, if it's just a feeling, allow that to move out into this space. And let's inhale those palms down to the earth, crawl it all the way back upright. And again, inhale the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, take your hands around behind you on the mat, your fingertips facing towards your hips. And we're going to uncross the ankles, bringing the feet down onto the ground. Inhale, lift your heart up to the sky. You could lift up into reverse table. You don't have to. Exhale, the butt lowers down if you lifted it, chin in towards your chest. So inhale, we're either here, lifting the heart, expanding, exhaling, letting that chin drop in, or you're inhaling, lifting up into your reverse tabletop, exhaling, lowering down and curling in. Ask yourself, your body, what does it need right now? Do you need to slowly warm up, or are you ready just to take off and go? So nourish, nurture yourself. Ask yourself what you need. Sometimes it's not more, sometimes it's less. Two more of these pulsations. Last one. Inhale, lifting, opening. Exhale, lowering down. Everybody, let those arms wrap around your shins, forehead into your knees. Just a little love, a little care for yourself. And now let your head lift up, and your feet are going to open up about as wide as your mat. Take your hands again back behind your hips like they were a second ago, and lift your butt up away from the ground. Crawl your hands in towards your feet. Your butt should go there too. One arm reaches in between the legs and the other. Yes, and if it doesn't work out, it's all good. You can always swing those legs around and step one foot and step the other foot. Hands to the ground, and let's just do a little swishing of our hips side to side. Lovely. And then pause in the middle, hips up to the sky. Turn your toes forward, but keep your feet as wide as your mat. Bend your knees so your thighs are just about parallel to the earth, and bring those elbows onto your quads. Inhale, let your heart open up, broaden across the collarbones. Exhale, chin to chest, round the back. Inhale, broaden across the collarbones. Exhale, round the back. We've got it. Find your breath guiding you through this. A full inhale to open the heart, a full exhale to round the back. Noticing how we can accentuate these different areas of our breath as we open through the front and as we open through the back. And then exhale, fold and hang to the ground. You can walk your feet in so that they're hip width distance apart. And since you've got a good gaze at your feet, make sure your toes are pointing forward and allow your heels to be pointing pretty much straight back. And now feel a zipping up through your inner thighs to slowly unfurl you a little bit. And from this little unfurl, let your torso sway side to side. And then lift your torso up even a little bit higher and find that sway at that level, side to side. And just keep inchworming your way up, finding this little sway until you come all the way up. And then as you come all the way up, inhale those arms up to the sky, the heart lifts up. Exhale, gathering your hands into heart center. Take a moment and allow your eyes to close to gather in your internal drishti, asking yourself again, what do you need? And that answer doesn't have to be another thing added to your plate. It could be maybe clearing things off of your plate. Whatever bubbles up, a feeling, a clear word, a clear intention or picture, whatever that is, let's offer our intentions out with one collective Om. Deep breath in. Inhale, let your arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down to the earth. Inhale to halfway lift. We're going to come into high plank position and hold that plank. So shoulders right over top of your wrists. And feel as if you had a yoga block between your legs and you were hugging it in between those inner thighs and trying to zip it up towards your pubic bone. And that should have your tail curl under a little bit here. Inhale, let your collarbones broaden. Then exhale, bring your chin into your chest, curl your tail under. It's a little crunch in the air here. Inhale, broaden those collarbones back to your plank. Exhale, a crunch in the air. Inhale, broaden the collarbones. Exhale, that crunch in the air. Yes, keep going. Inhale, exhale, find the crunch. Inhale, exhale, find the crunch. 2 more. Last one. Inhale to your plank. Exhale all the way down to the ground. Hands are going to crawl forward a little bit in front of your shoulders and out wide, lifting up onto your fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart up, and let's just sway the torso. Let your shoulders mobilize, feeling like you're trying to create figure eights in your shoulder girdle. And then inhale through center. Exhale, lower it down, hands by your ribs. Our little baby cobra looking over your right shoulder. Exhale, lower. Again, baby cobra looking left. Exhale, lower. Inhale, let your hands lift up your chest and your legs. Exhale, the hands down, hips to your heels. Curling it up, sitting on your heels, or if you need to, stand to your knees. Inhale, the arms up to the sky. Exhale, side bend over to your right. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, lift, let your heart reach up. Exhale, the hands come forward, curl your toes under, downward dog. So downward dog pose, feel your thumb pads pressing into the earth. Feel your pointer finger knuckles pressing into the earth, your middle finger knuckles pressing into the earth to get the weight up and back into your hips and out of your shoulders and wrists. If it's stuck there, bend your knees, roll your butt cheeks up to the sky. Get that weight out of your shoulders and out of your wrists. Your knees can be as deeply bent as they need to be. 2 more breaths here. Last inhale. Empty it out. Feet to your hands any way you want to get them there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it to the earth. Inhale, rise up to stand. Reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale again, high plank position, holding the plank. Take an inhale. Exhale your right knee into your nose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, left knee into your nose. Inhale, plank. Exhale that right knee in again. Inhale, plank. Last time, left knee in. Inhale, plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale again, little baby cobra, look over to the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, little baby cobra, look left. Exhale, lower. Inhale, the hands, the chest, and the legs all lift up away from the earth. Exhale, hands down, hips back to your heels. Curl it up, sitting up onto your heels. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, side bend to your right. Inhale it back up. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, back up, lift your heart. Exhale, those hands dive forward, curl your toes under, downward dog pose. Again, that weight up and back into your hips. Broaden those collarbones, nice. And maybe can you surrender in your downward dog a little bit? Let go of that gripping. There's no need. Last deep breath in. Empty all the way, feet to hands. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise up. Reach that heart up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Broaden those collarbones. Let your neck breathe. Last inhale here. Empty those lungs, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it on down. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, fold to the earth. Inhale, halfway, and then chaturanga. Find that push up. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. And that weight up and back into those hips. Can bend those knees a good bit. Yep. And then reach your butt cheeks up and back. Yes, there it is. Nice. Good. One more inhale. Empty it out. Feet to hands. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold it on down. One more sunny. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway, chaturanga, empty the lungs, even hover at the bottom. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Weight up and back. Yeah, bend those knees as much as you need to. Broaden those collarbones. Nice. Inhale, we're going to float the right leg up to the sky, heel to your bum, twist that hip open. Exhale, the right foot steps wide outside of your right hand at the head of the mat. Left foot wide outside of your left hand at the head of the mat. We're going to lower down into that yoga squat, hands to prayer. Take a deep breath in, complete breath out, and then inhale the hands down, hips up. Exhale, toe, heel those feet to hip width. Inhale, bend your knees, reach those arms up, Utkatasana. We're going to take the right elbow underneath of the left elbow here. So finding some eagle arms. If you can't get your palms to touch, you can always just hold on to your shoulders. Inhale, lift your heart up, and then exhale, curl in, chin to your chest. Inhale, lift your heart back up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl it in. This time, inhale, unbind the arms, lift all the way up. Exhale, fold down to the ground. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, find that push up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot steps forward between your hands. Stay here. Stay in this runner's lunge position with your hands down. Inhale, we're going to bend both knees. Roll your heart open. And then exhale, we're going to walk our way to the back of the mat. Inhale, bend both knees. Again, roll the heart open. Exhale, we're going to take it back to the head of the mat. Yep, inhale, bend the knees, open the heart. Exhale, take it back to the back of the mat. Inhale, last time here, open the heart. Exhale, take it back to the head of the mat. Inhale to your high plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left foot steps forward. Stay here. Inhale, bend the knees, open the chest. Exhale, take it around to the back of the mat. Inhale, bend the knees, open the chest. Exhale it to the head of the mat. Inhale, bend. Exhale one more time, all the way to the back of the mat. Inhale, bend. Exhale to the head of the mat. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Take a nice deep breath in. Let that go. If you need another one, go for it. All the sides. Last inhale here. Empty it out, feet to hands. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. So now we're going to take the left elbow underneath of the right elbow. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. This time, inhale, unbind the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot forward. Inhale, bend the knees, open the heart. We're only going one more to the back of the mat. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, head of the mat. Inhale to your high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left foot forward. Inhale, bend the knees, open the heart. Exhale, take it around to the back of the mat. Inhale, bend. Exhale, head of the mat. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe. Get that weight into the hips. Broaden those collarbones. That's it. You're getting there. Yep. Bend those knees even more. Yep. Roll your sits. Yes, there it is. Yep. I know. I know. It's not for the faint of heart. We're going to inhale, left leg up to the sky, heel to your bum, twist it open. Exhale, left foot steps wide outside of that left hand. Right foot wide outside of the right hand. Down into your squat. That deep breath in, complete breath out. You can inhale the hands down, hop your feet together. Exhale, fold. Inhale one time, bend those knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold down to the earth. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot forward. Inhale, bend the knees, open the heart. Exhale, take it around to the back of the mat. Inhale, bend. Exhale to the head of the mat. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Take it on back. Downward facing. Left foot forward. Inhale, bend the knees, open the heart. Exhale it around to the back of the mat. Inhale, bend. Exhale to the head of the mat. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Deep breath in, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Clear that breath out. Let it go. We're moving and grooving now. So now what we're going to do is you're going to inhale, lift up onto your tippy toes, bend your knees and look at your hands. You could try to hop your feet wide outside of your hands coming into your squat. You can also step one foot in the other. It's much easier than hopping your feet between your hands. Yep. Nice deep breath in. Complete breath out. You can inhale those hands down. You can try to hop those feet together or toe heel them in. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Stay in your downward dog. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Heel to your bum, twist it open. Lower your left forearm down to the ground. Lift up high onto your right fingertips. See if you can twist open even more. And as you're here and you're twisted, breathe. Really breathe into the left side of your ribs. We're compressing through that right side. Expand on the left. Inhale, back up to both hands. Reach that right leg back. Exhale, step the right foot forward between your hands. Stay in your runner's lunge here for a moment. Feel like you're squeezing your inner thighs in towards each other, towards your midline. That should help you engage into your core. Then we're going to come right on up into Crescent Warrior. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend the left knee, bend your elbows. Inhale, lift it up, legs straight, arms up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Stay here. Inhale, open your elbows a little wider. Exhale, close, pull the belly in. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, close. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Shift forward, airplane pose. You can interlace your hands behind your back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lift your chest, lift your heart. Hands to prayer. Half moon pose. Your right fingertips can come down towards the earth. Twist your left hip open to the left. Reach that left arm up to the sky. Here too, imagine those inner thighs are still trying to hug in towards each other. Keep that as your core support. Reach your left leg so far away from your chest, reaching so far forward. And now bend your right knee and just float that left foot back into warrior two. Yes. Nice. Hands to hips. Are those hips looking over towards that long edge of your mat? And if that's a yes, are they level? You can bring your hands up onto your pelvic shelf and just see, are those hips? There we go. That's it. Nice, Allie. Arms out to your T, easy shoulders. We're going to go ahead and take that left hand back onto the left leg. Bend your right elbow and cup the back of your head. Inhale, twist your chest open towards the sky. Exhale, turn your chest down, trying to look over your left shoulder. Inhale, open your heart to the sky. Exhale, turn it down, looking over that left shoulder. Inhale, open. Exhale, spiral it down. Now inhale, open, reach that right arm overhead, straighten your right leg, big stretch back. Oh yes. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, soften out to triangle pose. In your triangle pose, let's take that left arm, reach it over your head. Exhale, let it sweep down to the ground, and then inhale back up to the sky. Exhale it overhead, down to the ground. Beautiful, Allie. Find that big windmill. Let your eyes follow your hands so you can mobilize your torso here. Now, next time, whenever it is, your arm lifts up to the sky, your whole torso is going to lift up to the sky. And then turn those toes to face that long edge of your mat. Hands to your hips. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, fold all the way down to the ground. Hands come down to the earth. Inhale, find your heart reaching forward. Keep that length through your spine and feel like your heart is trying to reach down to your mat. So not your head. Let your heart lead the way. Can you surrender here? Can you let go? You don't have to fight your way into this pose. Can you soften your way into this pose? Breathe into those hamstrings or inner thighs, wherever you're feeling this stretch. Now let's inhale, find that halfway lift again. Walk your hands over to your right foot. Pivot all 10 toes to face forward. So we're back in this runner's lunge position. So your right foot is the one that's in front. It's going to shoot back into a one-legged downward dog pose. Heel to your bum. You can flip your dog over. As you flip your dog over, squeeze into those inner thighs, lift up through the front body and reach that right arm overhead. You can make some nice big circles with that right arm. Just a little break dancing action. It's all good. And then we're going to inhale, unflip, let that right leg float up to the sky. And we are going to go into our half pigeon here. Right knee into your right wrist. Y'all deserve a little rest. Inhale, let your heart lift up to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down to the earth. Let your forehead touch down somewhere. And in this pose, where can you let go that you're gripping into right now? The shoulders are a good place to start to clear out. Maybe the forehead or the jaw. Maybe even a little rocking of those hips side to side. The metal season mantra is inhale in your mind, telling yourself let, and that exhale in your mind, telling yourself go. That inhale, let, and the exhale, go. Letting go of what you don't need. Few more breaths. And then gently start to crawl your hands in towards that right knee, allowing your torso to lift all the way back up. And then we're going to scoot over onto our right butt cheek. And as you scoot over onto your right butt cheek, twist your pelvis so it's facing that long edge of your mat. Yep, so we're still facing, that long edge, coming into a wide-legged seated stretch pose, or Janushirasana is what it's called in Sanskrit. It's forehead to knee pose, but we're doing it wider. So rather than the foot to the thigh, can you let your right heel kind of scoot over towards, right heel. Yep, right heel towards your right pubic bone. Yep, you got it, Allie. So we're going to inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, side bend over to your left leg. And just like we did a moment ago in our reversed warrior, we're going to bend the right elbow and cup the back of the head. Inhale, twist the chest towards the sky, and then exhale, turn it down towards your left leg. Inhale, open to the sky. Exhale, spiral it down. Again, inhale. And now as you spiral down, lower your right hand. So your hands are going to be framing either side of your left leg. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, soften your heart towards your thigh. Chin towards your chest. Breathing here. Find that surrender in this pose. Can you melt a little bit more into this hamstring stretch, into that right side body stretch? And then from here, we're going to find a little flow. Take your right hand, you're going to sweep it towards the head of your mat. And then your left arm, inhale, sweep it in front of you, pushing your hips up. This is called stargazer pose. And then exhale, lower your butt down and sweep back over towards your left leg. Inhale, head of mat, lift up, stargazer. Exhale, lower it down and sweep towards that left leg. Inhale it back up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift it up. Stay here. We're going to take that left hand, lower it down to your mat, and we're here into a little plank with the right knee in. Inhale, reach that right leg up and back. Exhale, the right foot wide outside of the right hand. Left foot wide outside of the left hand, down into our squat. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, hands down. You can hop those feet in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold down to the earth. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left foot steps forward. Stay here, engage into those inner thighs, and then come on up into your crescent warrior, arms up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, bend your right knee, bend those elbows. Inhale, legs straight, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, open those elbows wider. Exhale, close, pull the belly in. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Float it forward, airplane. Interlace those hands behind your back. Yep. Shoulders lifting. Chest is lifting. Airplane's a heart opening pose. Hands to prayer. Left fingertips towards the earth. Half moon. Twist that right hip open. Feel those inner thighs communicating with each other. Right leg reaches back. The heart reaches forward. And now bend that left knee. Float it back. Warrior two. Yeah, get those hips to look to the long edge of the mat. And then are the hips level. Arms to T. Take the right hand back onto your right leg. Left elbow bends, cup the back of the head. Inhale, twist the chest to the sky. Exhale, turn it down, looking over that right shoulder. Inhale, open to the sky. Exhale, turn it down. Beautiful. Inhale, open. Exhale, spiral it down. Inhale, open. Last time, spiral it down. Inhale, open. Reach that left arm overhead, straighten through that left leg, soften it back. Inhale, come on up. Triangle pose. And in your triangle pose, you can right away let that right arm reach over your head. Exhale it down. Inhale it back up to the sky. And your eyes, again, following your hand to let that torso. Yes, awesome. Mobilize. Very nice. Next time your arm reaches up, inhale, the torso lifts up with it. Turn those toes to face that long edge of your mat. Inhale, exhale, fold it down to the earth. And if anybody really wants to take this into an inversion, this is the time. Go for it. You can find that tripod. You can stay here and breathe, letting the heart lead the way. Can you soften your way into this pose? You can hug those elbows in a little closer towards each other. Just, yep, right there. Awesome, Allie. Go for it. Yep. Nice. Yep, knees up, knees up, knees up. Yep, keep going. Yep. Go ahead, then legs up. Nice. I gotcha. Very good. Very nice. And if you are in that inversion, go ahead and lower those feet back down to earth. And we'll all inhale, halfway lift. Walk the hands over to your left foot. Pivot all 10 toes to face forward. Left foot is in front. Inhale, it's going to reach up and back into your one-legged dog. Heel to your bum, flip it on over. Squeeze those inner thighs in, and feel free to mobilize that left arm, finding those nice circles. And let's inhale, unflip, left leg to the sky, left knee to the left wrist for half pigeon. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold it down to the earth. Let the forehead touch down. And give yourself, again, that gift of settling in and surrendering here. No gripping into those shoulders, the forehead or the jaw. Just let it go. No need to hold it in. That inhale in your mind, let, and the exhale, go. What can you clear off of your list to give you time to nurture and nourish yourself? Maybe let those hips do a little rock side to side, breaking up any of the adhesions that are hiding in the hips. And where can you soften? That inhale, let, and the exhale, go. A few more breaths here. And then crawl those hands in towards your left knee. Twist on over to your left butt cheek, letting your hips face, again, that long edge of your mat. Adjust your legs so that the right knee is looking up to the sky. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, side bend over to your right leg. Yep, we're going to bend that left elbow, cup the back of the head. Inhale, twist the chest towards the sky. Exhale, turn it down. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, turn it down. Yep. Again, inhale to the sky. Exhale, turn it down. Left hand comes down, hands framing that right leg. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, soften the heart. And our little flow, you're going to take that left hand, sweep it to the head of the mat. Inhale, the right arm is going to lift you up into that stargazer pose. Exhale, lower it down and twist back over to the right leg. Inhale, sweep it head of mat, stargazer. Exhale, lower it down, twist towards that right leg. Love it. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, lower it on down and twist. This time, inhale, head of mat. From here, you're going to lower that right hand down, coming into your plank with your left knee lifted. Inhale, reach that left leg up and back. Exhale, left foot wide outside of the left hand. Right foot wide outside of the right hand. Back down into your squat. And then from here, you can stay here in your squat. You can come into a crow pose. You can come into another tripod headstand if you want to find an inversion. You can also sit onto your bum and find a seated crow pose. So lots of options. If you're in your crow, squeeze in through those inner thighs. As you squeeze in through those inner thighs, the hips will get lighter. And if you are in crow and you're feeling pretty light here, you can shoot the legs back, chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. It's okay to step back too. All good, all good. Exhaling into your downward facing dog. And then from your downward dog, inhale, lift up onto those tippy toes, bend the knees, look forward, and let's hop those feet wide outside of the hands. Inhale, exhale, and then inhale, hands down. You can hop those feet together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, unfurl all the way up to stand. Let your arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, the right elbow underneath the left elbow, right leg up and over the left leg for eagle pose. Squeeze your thighs in like crazy. So inner thighs are hugging in, but then to either side of your hips, either side of your pubic bone, you're going to try to find a little bit of an external rotation, and that should drop your tail. And then from here, lift your elbows up, broaden your collarbones, fold forward at your hips, and see if you can find your way into, it's called a flying eagle pose. Broaden those collarbones here. And then inhale, unbind. Exhale, that left elbow under the right, left leg up and over that right leg. Squeeze those inner thighs in towards each other. And then either side of your pubic bone, feel that rolling of the thighs out to drop the tail. Lift the breastbone, lift your elbows, and then fold forward at your hips. Find that flying eagle. Keep those collarbones broad, though, as you fly forward. Yep, reach that heart forward, Allie. There you go. See if you can try to aim your elbows to reach over your knees. And come on up, unbind. Exhaling into a right side tree, so the right foot to your left inner thigh. Foot and thigh pressing into each other, hands can come to prayer. And then as you find that equanimity, that stillness, that still point, then you can grow your tree. But find that still point. Maybe that's the practice today, is finding what that is. Some days it's easier to find it than others. And 2 feet to the earth, just bend your knees back and forth, just letting that side go. And then that left foot to your right inner thigh, foot and thigh pressing into each other, your hands in prayer. And again, finding stillness. Once you've arrived, feel free to grow your tree. And 2 feet to the earth, bend those knees back and forth, wash that side away, and then come all the way to the head of your mat. Inhale, arms up to the sky, lift heart up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, high plank. We're going to hold the plank. Inhale, and as you exhale, right knee outside of your right upper arm bone. Inhale, plank. Exhale, left knee outside of that left upper arm. Inhale, plank one more time, right outside of right. Inhale, plank last time, left outside of left. Inhale, plank. Exhale, all the way down. I know it. Inhale, our baby cobra. Look over that right shoulder. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Look left. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hands, legs, and chest all lift up. Exhale, those hands down, hips back to your heels. Curl it on up. So we're going to take those arms. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, the side bend over to your right. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale it over to the left. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, let your hands come back by your hips. You can inhale, lift your heart up here. You could try to lift your hips up away from your heels here as well. So it's a little Ardha Ustrasana, half camel pose. Then exhale, lower your hips down, and we're all going to stand up onto our knees, keeping your toes pointed back, hands to prayer, squeezing in through your inner thighs. Inhale, exhale, rock back. We're really keeping our torso solid in one piece. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, rock it back. If you're nervous about your lower back, you can have one arm wrapped around behind so you can tell that it's staying integrous with integrity. If you have one arm around behind, you can switch. Other hand to heart, other arm behind. Yep, love the breathing. One more, rock it back. And then bring it on up here. You can curl the toes under. Hands can come to your heels, or you can keep your toes pointed back going into camel. Always fine to be here with your hands to your hips. One of my personal favorites is hands around behind your back, rolling those shoulders back to lift the heart up. So you pick your Ustrasana, your camel of choice. What do you need? Maybe it's less, not more. And let's come on up. Sit onto your heels for a moment, hands to your thighs. Let your eyes close. Come back to that internal drishti, your internal still point and gaze. Coming back to that question of what do you need? And then shift on over to one hip, swing those legs around to face towards the head of the mat. And we're going to take the hands back behind the hips like we did in the very beginning of the practice. And same options here. You can inhale, lift your heart up. We can lift the hips up. But the second option, you could still just lower your buns down, or you could push your hips back so your hips are hovering between your arms. Inhale, lifting up into your reverse table. Exhale, maybe the butt right down or shoot it back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. If you're here with your butt hovered, stay. Try to lift one foot up off the ground. Try to lift the other foot off the ground. If you can lift both feet up, more power to you. And let's all lower all the way down. I know. Arms reach forward, curl it all the way down onto the ground. One of these days, I'm going to get both feet lifted. It's my goal. I'm going to get there. Let's bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet onto the earth. We're going to lift right on up into our bridge pose. So pushing the feet down, lift the hips, interlace those hands, tuck the shoulders under. And in your bridge, try to see if you can trace an infinity symbol with your hips. So can you create a figure 8 movement with your hips? It's a funny place to find it. It's a good way to mobilize, balancing the pelvis. And then release the hands and slowly lower down. Swish those knees side to side. And knees to the sky. You can go right up into your bridge pose again, or hands come overhead, fingertips face your shoulders, coming up into a wheel pose. So bridge or wheel. If you're lifting up into either pose, we're still finding those inner thighs engaging. Either pose, can you soften your heart? Can you broaden your collarbones a little bit more? One more inhale, exhale all the way down to earth. Swish those knees side to side. And again, knees to the sky, maybe those hands going overhead. Lift up, bridge or wheel. Inner thighs are active. Soften the heart. Soften those shoulders. You've got this. Yes. Yes. There it is. And come on down. Nice. Swish those knees. And again, knees up, hands up, lift up, do it. The inhale gives you more energy and more vitality. The exhale helps you surrender. You don't have to work as hard as you're working probably. Can you let go a little bit to stay here where you are? 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale, exhale, come on down. Swish the knees. We just have 1 more to go. And let's do it. No time like now. Let's get those hands overhead and let's find it. That inhale again to feed you, the exhale to soften. That inhale to give you more energy, that exhale to let go. Let that breath carry you through. 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale, exhale, come on down. Swish those knees. I know. And then feet together, knees out to the sides. Let's bring 1 hand to the heart, 1 hand to the belly. Take a deep breath in. Let your weight sink to the earth. Let the earth support you. And now keep your legs in this Baddha Konasana position, but lift your feet up away from the earth. So we're in this Baddha Konasana position with our toes pointing up to the sky. Hands come together in a prayer position, and you're going to reach your hands through the hole that your legs have made. And we're going to just do some lovely little crunches here. As you exhale, you're blowing the air out to really sink your belly button into your spine. 3, 2, 1, lower down. Hug the knees in. Rock those knees side to side. And now knees right up above your hips. I got to get my phone for our minute timer here. So knees right up above those hips, hands back behind your thighs, and then let your hands pull your chin up to your chest, rounding your shoulders so that really it's just the bottom tips of your shoulder blades that are touching the ground. And this is the pose. You can stay right here. Ooh, not 5 minutes. There we go. You can stay right here, or you can take your arms and reach them forward. It's a little harder than your hands supporting behind your thighs. You could also take your legs and bring them low and out wide into a straddle position. Straddle is a little bit easier than bringing your legs together, which is an option here too. Each exhale again, we're melting that belly button into the spine. No space between your lower back and the earth here at all. Each exhale, melt that belly button in. And if you grew the pose and you wish you didn't grow the pose, you can always go back a step. You can still hold on to your thighs if you need. Each exhale, melt that belly button in. We are way more than halfway there, only 15 seconds to go. Each exhale, melt that belly button in. That inhale to bring you vitality, that exhale to anchor the connection into your core. 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Hug the knees, rock it. And then stretch the legs all the way long on your mat. Let your arms reach over your head. Get a full body stretch here. Reaching your right arm and your right leg longer to let that right side lengthen. And then let it go. Left arm and left leg reaching longer. Let it go. Both arms, both legs, reach, reach, reach. And let it go. Hug those knees into your chest. So we have an inversion option here. You can stay laying on your back. You can rock yourself up if you want to find something on your head, or you can stay on your back, legs up to the sky for leg up the wall pose, or shoulder stand is always an option here too. So pick your inversion of choice. You can also use a wall. If you need that support right now, again, what do you need? What do you need? Sometimes less is more. Keep that breath flowing. That inhale to feed you, that exhale to let you soften where you don't need to be gripping. And if you are in leg up the wall pose, can you allow your upper leg bones to soften down into the pelvis? Can you feel that? That softening of the sacrum. If you're in any other inversion, you are finding that squeezing in of those inner thighs. Shoulder standers, you can take those legs overhead into your plow pose. Maybe into a deaf man's pose, bending the knees around the ears. Your body will tell you if it's a no. Please listen to it. And let's all roll it back down onto our backs, hugging those knees into the chest. And we're going to rock our way all the way upright. Didn't realize that door was a little open. You guys had a nice little breeze up front here. I was like, oh, that's interesting. So we all need 2 blocks. If you do not have 2 blocks, raise your hand up so I can bring you some blocks. You're welcome. And many of you know where we're headed to. If you want to go into your fish with support, please do. The block that is underneath your torso, you want it to be not quite right between the shoulder blades unless it's going to be long ways, the way that Jess has hers set up. Then it kind of does need to be between the shoulder blades. Oh, we got 2 over there. Here we go. So the second block is for your head. We need that support for the head. I'm going to grab some other blocks here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll be right back. Here you go, Aaron. There you go. Oh, you've got it. Nice. All right. Very good. All right. Oh, thank you, Steph. All right. So we want to make sure that the chin is able to melt in towards the chest. So typically in a fish, the head is dropped back, but I'm just adding a little bit of a modification to help us all with our necks and to help us with our pec muscles in the front. So most of us, it's a generalization, but I think I can say it about everybody in this room. We all tend to have a little bit of a hunching into the front of our body, meaning our pec muscles are short, and then the muscles in our back are long. So this pose helps us to kind of course correct that. Let your palms face up to the sky. And as you inhale, feel like you're sending your breath all the way up to your clavicles, all the way up to your collarbones. And as you exhale, feel your shoulder heads sink right down to the earth. Yep, that's it. So arms long. That inhale all the way up to the collarbones. And then that exhale, the shoulder heads sink down. And keep allowing that breath to cycle through. That inhale all the way up to those collarbones. That exhale, shoulders heavy. The neck is long. Awesome. And now imagine that your shoulders were just injected with lidocaine or some sort of a numbing agent. So now as you inhale, your shoulders don't lift anymore. But with each exhale, they're still just getting heavier and heavier and heavier to the earth. Nice. Is it feeling a little funky? You're going to push your elbows down. Just lift you up just a hair. There you go. There it is. Yeah. It's that sweet spot, you know? And now to transition out of this pose, let your elbows crawl in close to that block that's under your torso. Let your elbows push into the ground to lift your chin to your chest, and then gently crawl your hands back to lift you all the way up. Take those blocks out of the way. And then we're going to lay right back down onto our backs to open up our lower back a little bit if it got a little funky there. So let's hug the knees into the chest and do 3 circles one way, 3 circles the opposite way to massage open that lower back and sacrum. And then reach your hands for your feet. Knees are about as wide as your torso. And allow yourself to lengthen your spine. So reach your sits bones towards the head of your mat, reach your breastbone towards the back of your mat, and then go ahead and rock. Keep those collarbones broad. And bring those feet down onto the earth. Swish those knees side to side. And let's hug the right knee into the chest. And let your left leg stretch all the way long on your mat. Keep the collarbones broad here. So we don't want to re-hunch those shoulders. And now allow your right knee to cross over your body to the left, reaching your right arm to the right, coming into a spinal twist. Right palm is up to the sky. Can you soften that right shoulder blade down your back, keeping that right pectoralis major and minor open? Can you surrender into this twist, this wringing out? And let's bring it back onto the back. Re-hug that right knee into the chest. And then inhale, float the right leg up to the sky. Let that right leg lower all the way down to the earth. Left knee into your chest. Soften that knee in. Broaden your collarbones. Let those shoulder blades melt down your back. And then let that left knee cross over to the right. Right arm reaches to the, your left arm reaches to the left. There we are. Left palm up to the sky. Left shoulder blade softening down your back. Find that surrender here. And bring it back onto your back. Hug that left knee into the chest. Inhale, float that left leg up to the sky. Exhale, let it lower all the way down. One more happy baby pose. Find those sits bones again, reaching to the head of the mat. Breastbone reaching to the back of the mat. Find that broadening across your collarbones, and then go ahead and rock. Massage that lower back open again. And feet to the earth, Shavasana. Everybody's got a cool towel somewhere around them. You're welcome to place it on your forehead, your chest, wherever you want it. And allow yourself to surrender here. Deep breath in. Let that sigh sink you to the earth. Another sigh if you need it. And in your mind, that inhale, telling yourself let, the exhale, telling yourself go. That inhale, let, the exhale, go. And if your mind wanders away from that let go mantra, if you notice it, that means you're practicing mindfulness, which is just lovely. When you do notice it, lovingly, gently bring yourself back to that inhale, let, and the exhale, go. And I'll let y'all know in just a bit when we can start to move and come to an upright position. Enjoy simply being here, resting, recuperating, and letting go of what you don't need. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nata Narayana Vasudeva He Nata Narayana Vasudeva He Nata Narayana Vasudeva. Before you start to invite movement into your body, ask yourself again, what do you need? And remember, sometimes it is not more, sometimes it is less. Whatever intention is present for you, keep it in your heart and your mind as you deepen into your breathing and start to move your fingers and your toes. And gather those knees all the way into your chest. Gentle rocks, maybe some knee circles. And then rock on over to your right side, allowing your forehead to touch down to the earth. Reminding yourself of who you are and what you are at your core. Finding love, gratitude, and acceptance for you. And let's lift it on upright, coming into that comfortable upright position that we started in. Feeling those upper leg bones gather into their sockets, that lift deep through your core. And then the ease. Where can you soften? Maintaining this upright posture and allowing it to be easy to be here. And then find your breath, that inhale into the lower back. The sides of the ribs expand, the chest opens. Exhaling, the chest in, the ribs in, the lower back in. Inhale, lower back, side ribs, chest. Exhaling, it all comes back in. A few more breaths like that. Maybe noticing a little more freedom, more lung capacity in your breath after we mobilized and assisted all of those accessory muscles to be freer, to be delaminated from their adhesions. If a breathing practice is not something that you have going for you, this is a great time to do one. And it could be as simple as noticing those 3 parts of your breath. Inhale, arms to the sky, palms together, thumbs to forehead for right thought, lips for honest speech, and heart center, loving action. Namaste, everybody. Yay. Thank you all so much. Good luck with the earth to metal transition. I'm here to help support you if you need.